Jeremiah must have had an incredible childhood. The Scriptures tell us that God had chosen him before his birth to be a prophet. Now that's a great text. God knew him before he was born, and didn't just know him, he picked him. And he chose him to be his mouthpiece, and he said, before you were born, in fact, if you read it in chapter 1, in verse 5, he says, before you were born, I chose you. So what a thing to know that when you were born, that God's hand was on you. His family was notable in their service for the Lord. Life was exciting for the son of a high priest. His father was a high priest. In fact, if you look at Jeremiah 1:1, look what it says. You might as well open to Jeremiah. We're going to go all the way through it. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah. Hilkiah. Did you catch that? The priests who were at Anathoth in the land of Benjamin. By the way, Anathoth is just on the other side of the Mount of Olives, right by Bethany. I mean, it's just right there, and it's a prophet and priestly city, just right on the backside of the mountain range that is just a few hundred yards from the actual Temple Mount. One of the great blessings of Jeremiah's life was that his dad was the one that found the lost book of the law. Do you remember that during Manasseh's reign and Ammon and all the other wicked kings that were from Judah, that pretty soon the temple had gotten into such disrepair, all the idols were put up, the priests were driven out of their ministry, and one day they couldn't find the Torah, they couldn't find the law, they couldn't find the Word of God. It was lost, and they didn't know what to do. And so they started cleaning out the temple area, and I continue writing how Jeremiah's love for the Word showed through in his life as God's prophet. He was the son of Hilkiah, as chapter 1, verse 1 says. But if you read 2 Kings 22:8, listen to what this says. And Hilkiah, the high priest, said unto Shaphan the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Lord. And Jeremiah's dad, Hilkiah, gave the book to Shaphan, and he read it. Note also, not only did his dad find the lost book of the law, and he was the high priest, but his aunt and uncle were very famous too. Because Jeremiah's uncle was Shallum, the husband of Huldah, the prophetess, the woman that spoke the word of God. And so he was his aunt was a prophetess, his father was the high priest, and he was one of the great, great prophets. It says in Jeremiah 32:7, Behold, Hanameel, the son of Shallum, thine uncle, shall come unto thee, saying, Buy a field that is in Anathoth. And we know that this was the husband of Huldah.